Hey everyone, it's Lucy from KBeautyHobbit.com. It's time for another nail tutorial. If you're new to my channel, I do quite a few different nail tutorials for nail stickers and press-ons, and Dashing Diva is one of the more popular brands on my channel. I do like them a lot. This one was requested by a few of you. Dashing Diva makes Dashing Diva Gloss, which is a no lamp needed nail sticker. They make Magic Press, which are peel and stick nails. I have tutorial for that. And then they make the glaze, which are semi-cured stickers that you have to cure fully under a light. Well, they recently came out with a whole new line of product called Dashing Diva Glow, and that's what we're going to be trying together today. These do not need a lamp. They are twice as thick as the Dashing Diva Gloss, the ones that don't need a lamp. Supposedly last for 14 days, and they are made from real gel. Inside the box we have a single-use prep pad in nail file. I do have to give it to Dashing Diva. Their nail files are generally more robust and better made than most included nail files from other brands. Most of them are just little paper with a little sandpaper on top, but these ones feel a little sturdier. And then of course we have our stickers and some instructions. Over the years, and I've been doing nail stickers for 8 years now, I have come up with my own little tricks to make them last a really long time. I do use a few additional tools that are not included here that I'll show you. None of those are very expensive. I will put links for everything in the description box if you need to get anything for yourself. Because somebody always asks, I do have a removal tutorial video that is universally applicable to any brand of nail strips. It's in my nails playlist. I'll also put a link in the description box to that. Definitely check that out if you are unsure how to remove these without causing damage to your nail. So here are our main colors of the nails, and then these are the little accent nails, and then in here are also two fairly wide nails for those who need that bigger size. For any nail brand, for any application, prep is absolutely the most important step. Sometimes it takes me slightly longer to prep my nails even than to actually apply them. Not typically, but it could. The first thing I do is push back the cuticle. I like using a metal cuticle pusher instead of the wooden ones. This one will last for years and years and years. They're not very expensive. Definitely worth the money in my opinion. And you can see already how some of the cuticle is coming off here, even though it wasn't immediately visible. I always push things back even if there doesn't seem to be any cuticle, because there's usually a little bit of the skin. And if you put a sticker over skin, it's not going to last long. My goal with any sticker is to get at least a week and a half of wear out of them, preferably 2 weeks, although 2 weeks in, my nails grow pretty quickly, and 2 weeks in I can see quite a bit of growth. So sometimes I take them off before the 2 weeks, even if they're perfectly fine still as far as holding, just because I see a lot of growth. Pushing the cuticles back definitely helps the nails stay on longer, but it also helps hide that growth a little bit more, because if I push back the cuticle and then put the sticker as close to the skin as possible, that's going to look freshly done longer than if I didn't push back the cuticle and put the sticker above it anyway. Hopefully that makes sense. The official instructions say to trim and shape the nails first. I'm not going to trim them. I will show you why. I like to trim mine with the sticker on to make sure they are flush against each other. So I'm going straight into the prep pad. If my nails were super duper long and I wanted to trim some of the length off, I could do that, but mine aren't that long. I mean, for me, these are pretty long, but for most people, I feel like that's not very long. Somebody did comment on my Dashing Diva Glaze video tutorial that they wish somebody with nails and not nubs would do a tutorial. And to that I say, hey, YouTube is a huge place. Either go find a different tutorial or make your own. This little prep pad, all that does is just remove any grease or oil from the nails. They do only give you one. Sometimes I can get more than one application out of a set, depending on the sizing. And in that case, the next time I do it, just use an alcohol pad. Those are completely fine to use. Just a regular little alcohol prep pad like this would work just fine. This color is called Pearl Paradise. To be honest, the official Dashing Diva US website did not have that many colors available. I do like to order from their site versus other websites because you get free shipping on orders over $15. They have frequent sales and coupons and stuff. They have a little reward program. and it comes very quickly in the United States. I'm noticing a protective film over all of these, which is interesting because typically most brands, including Dashing Diva Glaze, put a protective film over individual nails so you don't have to peel the whole thing off to get to the size that you need. But here it's just one piece. Okay, fine. I am picking a size that is close to my natural size nail. I don't want it to be bigger. If you're in between sizes, it's always good to go slightly smaller versus bigger because, again, overlapping the skin just does not make it last long. I'm going to re-push down the cuticle one more time here. You don't have to do that. I just saw something, I thought. So then I'm positioning this sticker as close to the skin as possible without going over. I'm going to lightly drop it. It's very sticky. I'm lightly dropping it to make sure it's straight. Sometimes things get crooked, and if you just drop it a little bit where it only touches the center of your nail, you can still peel it off and move it. Should be okay. Now I'm just going to push it down really well. And I like using a tool like this one. This is a rubber tip cuticle pusher. It's not super soft. It's still pretty firm, this rubber piece. And I like to use that to push down on the sticker instead of just using my fingers, because I feel like it gets the sticker to really adhere to the nail better than when I just push with my finger pad. This is really pretty, and it has that trendy, maybe it's still trendy, I don't know, velvety finish with that glitter. I hope it translates. I think it looks like it's picking it up on camera. It's very, very shimmery. I love that. Not big into pinks, but not that many options of colors, and this one seemed to be the best. It does feel thicker than the gloss, but not a ton thicker. It's still pretty comfortable. Let's do another one together, and then I'll finish the hand off camera because it's pretty difficult, to be honest, to apply nails with a camera in between me and the hands. And then I'll show you the next step. So this one looks like that might be too narrow. I can't tell if this one is a size up. I think so. These strips are identical in size. That is not the case for some brands. Ahora, for example, you'll get two strips and they're not identical to each other. They would have repeating sizes on one strip and then different repeating sizes on the other. But these ones are literally mirrors of each other, which is cool because now I know that I needed this one for my pinky so I can use the corresponding nail from the other strip for my other hand. I think for the ring finger, this one is going to be good. Let's see. I don't love having to peel this back, and I don't know, maybe I should just remove the whole thing. But I'm thinking I'll have extras here, and I kind of want to save them. Maybe I'll do like a mixed mani later or something with the leftovers from different sets. Again, I'm going to line this up as close to being in the center as I can and sort of lightly drop it. Because dropping it didn't work super great the last time because it's so sticky, I will put my thumb down here, hold it gently, then peel off my index finger. These are very sticky. These feel stickier than the gloss, which is the original no lamp version of Dashing Diva, which is still to this day, honestly, pretty much my favorite brand of no cure nail stickers because they just last so nice. A big selling point of these were that they're 2 times thicker and they help hide ridges. I don't think they help hide ridges. Look right here. Look at the reflection. You can see the ridges in my nail. I purposely did not buff these nails before applying the stickers because I wanted to see if it would hide the ridges. I don't think it does. And I can feel the ridges still. And this is my other hand. You can see my ridges aren't that intense. I've definitely seen nails that are more textured than that, and ridges are normal. It's kind of like having wrinkles on your skin, but I don't necessarily want to see them when I have a manicure, so I don't know. That part, so far, I'm not sold on the ridge thing, but I'll show you a trick how to hide them here in a little bit. So that's how we do that. Let's trim these off. Usually I do the whole hand and then I trim it. At this point here, you can do 3 things. You can clip these with nail clippers, you can use nail scissors, or you can go straight in with a nail file, which would be pulling the sticker over a little bit, kind of folding it over, and then take a nail file and filing it down. I don't like that. I feel like it never really does it quickly or as quickly as scissors. This is where if I wanted to trim my nail length, I would trim that at this point. I would cut some of the nail together with the sticker to make sure they're totally flush. I do a somewhat rough cut. It does not have to be perfect because I will file this a little bit. My camera is having a heck of a time focusing right now. I'm not sure why. I think it's because the nail color is so light. Cut, cut, cut. Again, clippers would be totally okay. It's harder to get a smooth line with clippers, but if you are used to clippers versus manicure scissors, go for it. All right, now I'm going to take their file, and I'm going to file at an angle like this. So instead of going like this, I'm going to angle the file a little bit because I want to make sure that my sticker does not extend past my natural nail. I want them to be completely flush. If anything is going to extend, it should be the natural nail, although you don't really want that sticking out too much either. If you don't want to file at an angle like I showed you, if that's not the way that you're used to filing your nails, you can file the more traditional side to side way. The only thing I'd say is don't actually file side to side, file in one direction. It might feel a little counterintuitive, but it's better for your nail that way, because filing in back and forth motion can fray the sticker and can fray, damage, or split your nail. This is what they look like trimmed and filed. I'm going to finish the hand and then I'll show you a couple optional steps to extend the life of this manicure. I applied the rest of the nails, I trimmed and filed them, and technically you can be done. This is officially all there is to it, and you could just go on with your life. However, to me, this always feels a little bit unfinished, especially with these stickers, because you can see, and it's a little bit harder with these lighter ones, but still there's a very definite nail and then sticker at the edge here. I don't know about most of my viewers, but I personally do a lot with my hands, like laundry, gardening right now, all kinds of things. I was drilling holes today in raspberry trellis because I'm putting up supports for those. So I want my manicure to be as strong and as long lasting as possible, and I find that adding a top coat of UV cured gel really helps with that, but you definitely don't have to. You can stop here. Before we continue to the UV coat, this is what was left of my set. I have these stickers. I did go ahead and just take off the entire top layer, that little clear thing, because it was very annoying to lift it off every time. And then I have this entire strip left and the two of these large ones. I decided not to use the white ones. I just like the look of the velvety finish a lot. If these were also sparkly and just white, that is fine. I would have put on a couple, but because they're plain white, I don't feel like it would really benefit this manicure. So I went with just plain, you know, the main color, but you could have used these. I don't think I could have a complete manicure from this just because of the sizes that are left, but I could definitely add this to some other leftovers and maybe do a manicure. I don't know. We'll see. We'll also see how these last. I'm not really sure how long these will last or how they will wear. The next and final step is to add a UV top coat / top and base coat. I've been using this Alison Bella one. By the way, this video is not sponsored. I bought the nails with my own money. Dashing Diva has never ever sent me PR of any kind. This Alison Bella top coat was PR, so I did not buy it, but it's very, very good. I highly recommend it, and it's not that expensive. It's under $15 if I remember right on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description box. But it's a one-step, no wipe top coat, meaning you don't need to wipe it with rubbing alcohol after you're done curing. And I'm wearing UV protection gloves. I always wear that when I use lamps. This is very simple and not too time consuming. I always start by capping the free edge. I apply this nail polish, this top coat, to the free edge of the nail, covering the nail and the sticker. Then I go and apply a thin coat to the rest of the nail. I start with the free edge because if you finish with the edge, it creates a lump, a little bump there at the end. But if you do the free edge first and then put nail polish over the rest of the nail, that bump is smoothed out as you apply the polish. I continue doing that to all of the nails, one hand at a time. I'm going to finish doing this right hand or left hand. I'll finish doing this left hand and cure that completely, which is usually one round, so a minute or so. It depends a little bit on your lamp. Dashing Diva a lot of the times will send you a lamp, or they have kits where if you buy in glaze for the first time, the ones that need curing, they will come with a lamp. Or this most recent order, I think I bought enough. I bought 3 sets, 1 glow, 1 glaze for the feet, and then 1 press-on, I think. They put in a free lamp in there, but I don't love those little free lamps. They're okay if that's all you have, but I have a big lamp from my very unfortunate time of selling a Jamboree for a few years. A Jamboree was a nail MLM, if you're not familiar, and as most MLMs go, they didn't end very well. I have a video about that, of my time with Jamboree. So I have the big lamp that I use. As you're putting on this top coat, try not to go over the skin. If you do go over the skin, definitely wipe that off. I like using an orange stick to just kind of scrape it off before you cure. You don't want to cure the nail polish onto your skin. First of all, some people do get allergic reactions from that. I never have, but some things like that, you might develop an allergy. Second of all, if you're curing this coat to your skin, it will lift where the skin is eventually, and it might crack and take with it, chip off pieces of the rest of the coat on the actual nail. I always do my thumb last. I used to do my thumb first, put the coat on it first, but then as I tilt my hand to do the rest of the fingers, a lot of the times the polish on the thumb would sort of migrate to one side, and then I would have this weird thickening on one side of the thumb, and I didn't like that. So now I go from pinky onward to the thumb. Take your polish and put it away, put it aside, away from the light, because you don't want to cure that accidentally. You don't want to cure your top coat that's still in the bottle or that's on the brush. And that's it. I put that in for the minute, or it depends on your polish. Read the instructions, and then I'm done after that. I will do both hands and I'll show you the actual finished result. I finished these. Well, I don't know how well they will wear, and I will be putting updates on my Instagram at KBeautyHobbit. I have a nails highlight where I keep nails posts pinned, so you can follow there. I will try to put an update also in the comments. You're welcome to ask me. But first impressions wise, I like the color. I love this velvety, shimmery finish. I have not seen that in stickers very much. I have used some press-ons from Dashing Diva, the Magic Press, with that velvety finish, and I absolutely loved it. The application was fine, not harder or easier than any other brand, really, pretty much on par with glaze or gloss or a Hora. What I don't care for at all is how it not just didn't hide the ridges, but it highlighted the ridges in my nails, especially at the tips. You can't see this very well anymore because I ended up doing 2 coats of the clear polish to try and hide that. But if you look closely at this nail here, you can see a little bit how it's buckling at the end. I am confident in my ability to pick out the correct size of sticker after doing them for so many years. Sometimes when people have buckling at the end, it's because they picked too big of a sticker and basically the extra material ends up buckling here at the edge, and that's when people line up the edge as well, and then in the center the extra material goes there. However, I do not feel like that's the case with these, but because they're thicker, they lay on my ridges a certain way, or lay on my ridges a certain way, and highlight them. On this hand, it's not so bad. You can see a little bit on the ring finger right here, but on this hand, perhaps the nails are more rigid. My brain is mushy today. I am just so done with this week. Anyway, on this hand, it was more noticeable. So much more noticeable that it was bothering me. And that's why I did 2 coats of the clear coat on this hand. You can probably see the difference between these now with a clear coat on and what they looked like before without the clear coat on. They're shinier, they feel smoother. I can still see some ridges, but I can no longer feel them. And the ends, the free edge, look like a cohesive unit. There is no more that distinction between nail and sticker. And again, it wasn't as noticeable with these to start with because of the nail sticker color, but when you wear a dark, like a red or a blue, you can really tell sometimes, okay, there's the nail and there's the sticker on top. Overall, I'm pretty happy with these. We'll see how they wear. And like I said, I'll put updates on my Instagram, and then you're welcome to ask me in the comments as well, or I'll put a comment in. But I'm hoping for a week and a half to 2 weeks. We'll see. There is a Dashing Diva group on Facebook that I'm not affiliated with in any way. I'm just a member. I have seen really mixed reviews from people about Glow, which is why it took me so long to try it. That and the fact that the design selection is very, very limited on the website. I did see some other designs on Ulta. I'll put a link to that in the description box as well. So Ulta seems to have some Ulta specific, some unique to Ulta Dashing Diva designs not available on the main website. Perhaps if you are very interested in Glow and you don't like any of the main website's selections, maybe check out Ulta. But that's what they look like on me. And overall, pretty happy with them right now. But of course, the real test is how will they wear. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you found this video entertaining and useful. I hope you picked up a trick or two that you will use in your own manicures. A lot of these will be applicable to any nail brand and any sticker brand. If you have any suggestions on what I should try next, please drop me a comment. I make these videos for you, and it makes sense to try things that you want me to try versus just continuing picking up some things that seem interesting to me and making videos. So definitely let me know. You can find me on Instagram at KBeautyHobbit, my blog KBeautyHobbit.com, and in my private Facebook group Korean Beauty Fanatics. We just hit 83,000 members. I cannot believe how fast it's growing. So if you're not a member yet, we'd love to have you. Thank you very much. I hope to see you in my next video. Until then, please remember to always listen to your skin. Thank you so much. Bye.